Pacific Northwest, there is a special and hateful place these two schools have for each other in their hearts. From Jake Browning's point or Kenny Wheaton running back to score, this game has had plenty of moments, and maybe we'll get another classic in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The Ducks offense will get first crack at it today. As many good things as the Oregon coaching staff had done, they certainly had the monkey on their back. 0 for 3 against Washington in their first 2 years, all one-score games. They finally got it right a year ago, and you got to think the Dogs are now looking for payback.
Yeah, it was a 28-point beatdown, so they got the monkey off the back.
He's going to take a shot right away. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there, almost had it in his grasp. Moore will throw. Quickly to the tight end.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Finds his man. It's Bryant. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. So Washington's offense will have its first possession of the game. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Washington sends out the punt team. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Moore. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Oh, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Moore to the air. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. The Ducks look to keep this drive humming. They'll give it to him again. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. They'll run play action. It's complete on the right side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. On target to the left. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Touchdown, Oregon! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Man, a really nice job understanding. I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get it. There he goes! Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. First down for this offense. Looking for room, it's Coleman. Fights off a defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pulls it in, it's Evans. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Caught over the middle, it's Evans. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16, make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On the ground with the counter. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. And the Ducks are at the line looking to convert on third and short. He'll keep it on the sneak. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. For decades, Washington dominated this rivalry. Then 1994 and the pick by Kenny Wheaton took it to the house, and since that moment, this rivalry has been on.
It's been so much fun to watch. For years, it had conference championship implications. We've seen Heisman Trophy implications in this one. More recently, college football playoff implications as well. Always fun when these two teams get together.
And it doesn't matter what conference they're in. We're always watching this matchup. All eyes are on this match. They don't like each other. A lot of animosity. The coaches don't like each other.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Moore will throw. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
The Ducks will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they were able to get him down at the 45. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. to shoot. Quick toss to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. From the shotgun, they'll run it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Couldn't find a man, just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Washington sends out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Catch is made at the 15. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Hand off from the shotgun. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Moore. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the right. A strike downfield. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Moore to the air. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Ducks! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put some breaks into the open. How about this freshman leading him on the chase and making the big play after the catch? Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Huskies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. They'll run the screen. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36. And the Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Williams looking for a man. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the tight end. just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies!
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. This drive will open from the 15. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it! Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Oregon was dominant last season until the Ducks ran into that Ohio State juggernaut in the Rose Bowl, and that left Oregon still in search of its long-awaited first national title.
Well, Dan Lanning has built this thing into a national championship contender. He's done it in the trenches. But I'm curious to see what they do at quarterback and how that position plays out. Dylan Gabriel exhausted his 17th year of eligibility finally last year, David, so that's where my eyes are at.
He did, no doubt about it. He was around for a long time, but I think it's more the excitement with Lanning and continuing to bring in high recruiting classes, but breaking through and getting that first national title. They're on the precipice. Is this the year?
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They're going to test the right side with this one. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. And the Ducks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Trying to bully their way in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. And now the lead's extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Going to the ground. Turning it on! Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Can't get into the ground.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Williams will pass. Finds his big tight end. Big play for this offense, and they get it to the 32.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Makes the catch. It's Evans. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Wants to throw again. Throwing right. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. He had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. Then he's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Moore will throw. Got him downfield. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. The pearl and throw off the RPO. They pick up half of it. It'll be second and 5. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Bryant. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down?
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Williams looking for a man. Here's a heat. Quickly out to the tight end. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2. And the Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Bringing the heat. Pressure's there and he lets it go. The Ducks decide to punt it away. On his way back from the 20. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. The sure hands, it's Green. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Williams will pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. Washington sends out the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. So guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Moore. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. It's not just the dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that comes to mind, but the guys you just named.
Oh, he's got some space. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. They'll try the counter. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down. Moore to the air. Pocket breaking down. Looking for room at the 30. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On third down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the first down.
On the option. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, giving those receivers faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Trying to set up the screen. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Oregon!
And when you run these screenplays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space, and what a great job. They get it to the running back, but look at the blocks out in front. Everybody paving the way, creating some space, and then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice screen pass.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. A quick pass to the left. Crosses the 30. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
First down for the offense.
Finds the tight end. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
What the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off play action. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Williams looking for a man. Hauls it in. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Timeout, Washington.
They'll go up top on second and short. Catch in the middle. It's Evans. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. Got it in the middle. It's Boston. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. Smashes it between the uprights. Now a two-possession game at 24-13.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, they wait all year for this game, and the Ducks and Huskies could just give us one fun finish today. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. Still 2 quarters to go in this one between UW and Oregon, a treasured rivalry in both Seattle and Eugene.
Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if any of you are this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll mark him down right there, and that'll be enough for a Washington first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's caught, it's Evans. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Boston. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
That's a really good-looking throw right there, and that was a tight spiral, too. You guys remember the great Washington Husky quarterback, Warren Moon? I don't think anybody threw a more pretty ball than Warren Moon did. Tightest spiral I've ever seen. That right there reminded me of old number 1.
Williams will pass. Buys a little time with his feet. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Makes his man miss. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Leaves it with the back. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Pushes toward the goal line. Touchdown, Washington! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're going to run it to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun. Give on the inside. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Moore will throw. Lost one deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see what he can do with it. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Finds his tight end. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Evans. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Evans. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On the option. He'll toss it. And that one will go and reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. On 4th down, going to the air. Unleashes one deep. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down. Ready to fire from the pistol. He'll do it himself. There he goes. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Keeping it yourself on the option is a great decision when you have quarterbacks like the ones the Ducks have had forever, it seems.
Yeah, I mean, Darren Thomas, Jeremiah Masoli, that's a guy, Marcus Mariota. He was pretty dang good, too. Just the list goes on and on and on about guys that are at the quarterback spot that can run, that are playmakers, and they've done as good a job as anybody in the country finding those guys and using their strengths.
The Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll give it to the back. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Grab near the marker. It's Moore. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll pull it down and run. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Power football with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Moore to the air. He's got it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up. Fighting for the goal line, and the ball's out. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And you just heard every offensive player go, oh, for a second there. How about that? The fumble deep in the defense's territory. But how about Johnny on the spot, scooping that ball up and finishing, lowering his pads, getting in the end zone. Nice break for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They took it 68 yards on that drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
Throws to the tight end. Finds a man on the right. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Off play action on first down. He lets it fly. Holds it in on the left. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12.
All right, defense, I don't know what you're drawing up, but that wasn't it, okay? Wide open wide receivers, miscommunication, whatever it was, got to get that fixed.
Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. The give on the inside. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On first and goal, let's see what Washington does. Slams ahead. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Can the D deny them on second and goal? They're going to run it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The defense trying to make a stand on third and goal. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. And this one is perfect. This is now a 7-point game.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Fires to the big fella. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Here comes the offense on first down. With the catch, it's Whittington. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Just a short pass to the tight end. hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Moore will throw. Pressure coming. Fires deep on the run. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. And he's got enough for a 1st down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Here's a quick throw out to the left. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. The Ducks look to do some damage in the red zone. Trying play action. Got his man quickly. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. He makes a grab. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. He'll keep it himself. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Williams looking for a man. Caught near the sticks. It's Boston. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. Wants to throw it. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Boston. There he goes. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Quarterback on the keeper. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line, it's Coleman. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Washington! And here they come, almost all the way back.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They go 83 yards on the drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Off the play fake on 1st down. Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. Breaks into the open. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. And the Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. That's caught. It's Moore. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. Moore to the air. With the catch, it's Moore. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
The Ducks are flying down the field. Got it behind the line. It's Moore. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. It's Moore. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Ducks send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. They'll move the wide receiver. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Just a little off. Incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Sends it downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Boston. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll take it on the return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He'll keep it on the sneak.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center.
Turning it on. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Caught behind the line. It's Bryant. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. More to the air. Big guy smells it. Touchdown Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass.
Washington, 31.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Slithers into space.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
He's got it down the left. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away,
he lost one down the sideline. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Now facing a 3rd and long. Williams will pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The Huskies will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the big fella. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Grab near the sticks. It's Green. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious.
Timeout, Washington.
Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to scramble. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are, it's late, everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
And the Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Firing to the right, complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. And the offense just going to spike it here. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Williams looking for a man. Wide out trying to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. Oh, they're after him. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just under 30 seconds left, so they've got a chance if they can get this onside kick.
Everything going their way right now. Last drive they score, special teams goes out, they execute the onside kick. You need a touchdown now. Can your offense deliver for you here late in the game?
A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Quickly to the tight end. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Washington wants to go quickly. Last chance coming up. That's reeled in. It's Green. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. So Oregon gets the victory in its blood feud against Washington, and you best believe this one is going to stick with the men in purple for quite a while. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.